these lenses quickly. Is it new game?
Oh, slow shut your cake hole.
If I look up, you can actually see her coming. The little thing. Wow. You're right, Connor.
Oh, I got the chills.
All right, I've reached the seabed. Can't see much.
You're still a couple of 100 meters out, and back to manual control. Shall we run an equipment test?
Sure, let's do this by the book.
All right. Let's run through the submersible controls on your wireless controller. If you hold down the circle button, a control diagram will appear in front of you. You can operate the submersible using these controls on your controller.
Okay.
You can move the submersible forward, back, left, and right using the left stick. To make the submersible ascend and descend, push up or down on the right stick. The right stick also controls the sub's rotation left and right.
Great. How do I interact with objects?
You can interact with objects in the submersible by holding down the L2 button and then looking around with your right stick. When you look at an object you can interact with, a green circle will appear. Then just press the cross button.
Oh, I am as well.
If you ever get stuck, just hold down the circle button again to
Will
bring
do.
up the controls diagram. Right, now we'll move on to the map and missions. You'll see in the middle of the console in front of you is a map. It shows your current location as a blue pointer at the bottom of the screen. As you approach the wreck, it will slowly appear on the map. The yellow icon is your current goal location, so you know where you should be heading. I'll update the map and your goal locations as we go through contracts.
Right.
The screen just to the left of the console displays the mission
Marker's
log.
been placed.
It shows your current... You can head towards the bow. So, I had a call from our main sponsor.
Problem?
No? Okay, you'd better place a marker before we head too far. Interact with the button next to the map to place one.
I like it when you do this and you do all the tours throughout the ship, Connor. It's really good. Because you're giving people a chance to see inside of what she looks
Right.
like.
I should get my lights ready now that I'm getting close to the bow.
You can control the movement of the sub's lights by using the up, down, left and right buttons on your controller. To turn the spotlights on and off, interact with the button in front of the lever.
You're looking forward to working with Mr. Ocean, Connor.
Whoa.
There's something you don't see every day.
She's a beauty.
Okay, first things first. We've got a contract with the Titanic Society to place their commemorative plaque on the forecastle deck. Get yourself into position.
All right. Coming up to it now.
You'll need the Predator for this task.
Ah, the ROV.
Yep, courtesy of Flight Avionics and the latest in augmented. The controls to maneuver the Predator are the same as the submersible.
I'll
Make
try
your way
not
over to the plaques already laying on the deck, and remember that the range is only up to 15 meters. The advantage of driving without an umbilical.
Is there any way to boost the signal?
Yeah, but we need to upgrade the deep-sea transmitter, and they don't come cheap. The generosity of our sponsors and UNS funding only goes so far. If we complete these contract jobs, we might just be able to afford some upgrades.
What happens if I go out of range?
The automatic recall kicks in. ROV comes straight back to the sub.
I'm here.
Great. The plaque we're placing is in the
I'll
Predator's
take a
inventory.
photograph with the onboard camera.
You can
for the
access it
society.
through the menu. Press the cross button to take a photograph. You can get out of camera mode by pressing and releasing the info button again. No need. Just press the triangle button on your controller. This is the return button. Now you're back in the sub. Recall the ROV by pressing the button next to the ROV goggles. It's above you on the right.
Where to now?
Hull breach on E-deck. I'll mark it on your map.
We're heading for his cabin, right?
That's right. Eyewitness testimony said Henderson kept a journal. It should tell us more about his activities on the final night.
I presume I'm looking for some kind of trunk.
Henderson had a briefcase listed on the manifest. With any luck, it's still in his room. Dr. Lynch,
Yeah?
why are we doing this?
$45,000 a day at sea.
No, I know, but that just about covers the costs of the expedition. I meant, like, why are we taking this job in particular?
Well, put it this way. Why do you think she hired us?
Because we're academics?
Yes, but more specifically, we respect the history. It would have been cheaper for our sponsor to just hire a salvage team.
And why'd you agree to take it?
Funding like this comes once in a blue moon, and I wanted to see her up close.
It's amazing how detailed it is.
This breach is from the impact with the ocean floor. Anything in here is going to be messy.
I'll keep my eyes peeled.
It's towards the top of the breach. Look for the flashing beacon. Just remember what I said about these briefcases there.
Ah, I found a briefcase. I just need to pick it up by pressing the cross button to interact.
WJH. I think this is it.
Well, that's lucky. Are you going to open it?
No, not here. Assuming there's anything intact in there, it'll start degrading as soon as I open the case. I'll have to bring it back to the lab before we can take a peek.
Okay, you should put the briefcase in the Predator's storage then. Just open and close the menu again by pressing and releasing the info button. Let's get you to the surface. Activate the autopilot and get comfortable.
Where's the autopilot? Oh, there it is. Look at the detail of it, Connor. It looks surreal.
Alright, I'll see you in about 2 hours.
Wow. They've done a good job, haven't they, Connor?
Whoa, looks to be in good condition.
Silver doesn't look great. Let's get this cleaned up. It's come up great. This journal is pretty special. The pages seem to be a fabric paper blend. I think the desalination bath will leach out the salt. Then it can go into the PEG station before freeze drying.
I'm right into the wall, Connor.
Look the opposite direction.
What have I got? Oh, desolate. I've... Ugh. Oh. This let's treat the journal with fungicide. Open the journal.
Special package. That's interesting.
Here's our sponsor.
Looks like a
we
receipt
can tell her the news.
for a telegraph sent on the night of April 14th.
That's strange. I haven't found any reference to one being sent. I wonder what it said.
We can check with our sponsor when she calls. We could also search the first-class purser's office tomorrow, see if we can find the record book. The passengers placed and paid for their telegraph messages at the purser's office, and the record book would give us confirmation if the telegraph message was organized.
We could also check the Marconi room to check if the message survived. Telegraphs were put into canisters before being sent through the pneumatic tubes, and it's possible the canisters survived.
I'm not too sure.
Alright. The bar thingy. Bob the blue bar thingy.
Where's the parts? I can't see the parts, Connor. Connor.
I need to replace the transmitter in the ROV with the one on the table next to it. The instructions for
Oh, here we
replacement
go.
are on the
This is the
posters behind the
funny
ROV
part.
rack, and I can access
Oh,
the
no, it
lower
isn't.
sections of the ROV by lifting the rack bar up.
Remember the last time I did this and I couldn't do it? I kept falling over.
She's all ready to go for tomorrow.
Cool. I'll see you in the morning then.